How are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Friday, November the 19th, 2021. Got some happy birthday shout-outs going out today to Brandy Sue, Ashley Nichole, David Moyot, Cindy Welch, Brandy Croney, and Jennifer Rochelle. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for the five of you. I said, hey Jennifer, hey Brandy, hey Cindy, hey David, hey Ashley, hey Brandy, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I'ma say. You know what? That makes you 1 more year older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey Brandy, hey Ashley, hey David, hey Cindy, hey Brandy, hey Jennifer, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day. So happy birthday to you, I say. I said a happy birthday to you, I say. Happy birthday to all of you today and many, many, many more. All right. That being said, how about some Shen Show likes? That would be Lynnette, Brackensick, Stewart. She's got a shout-out. And there you go. The Shen Show shout-out going out to Lynnette, Brackensick, Stewart today. Plus my Pokey pals, Joseph Marshall and Amanda S. Little. Those are the ones. You know them. You hear them all the time. And, of course, there's always my Shen Show pal, Shen Show friend, Jamie O'Driscoll. She's always on the list. And, of course, there's a few others that are always on there, but we're not going to mention any names because I didn't get a likey. If I don't get a likey, you don't get a shout-out. Sorry, hey, you know, I just like to do it that way. That way, it keeps you guys coming back for the likes, eh? All right. Okie dokie then. Hey, how about a weather forecast brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. That's right. Pastored by ordained Pastor John Schumer. Come on over to Refreshing Word Fellowship Church on Sundays from 11 a.m. till services end, which sometimes they go on for an hour, sometimes they go on for 2 hours, sometimes they go on for 2.5 hours or 3. So, come on over to Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. And then, also, we have an hour of power prayer on Thursdays from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Let's see, what day is it? We decided we was going to have a group meal, and I think we decided it was going to be on the 11th of the December. Let me take a look at the calendar. Oh, that's not the calendar. Wait a minute. Wasn't the 11th? Yeah, I think we decided the 11th of December we're going to have a get-together. So if you would like to come by and eat some something, well then just let me know, and I can add you to the list of guests for the Refreshing Word Fellowship get-together gathering. That would be a Saturday, December the 11th. So come on out to Refreshing Word Fellowship Church, located again, as I said before, 2054 Campus Drive. Oh, as a matter of fact, there's something else. If you want to, you can contact us at 636-333-0594. Tell them Shenandoah Briscoe sent you and that you are interested in coming to eat on the 11th. That'll work. If nothing else, you'll get a nice warm meal. All right? Well, alrighty then. We'll see you there. All right. Hey, here's that weather forecast I told you all about. The weather forecast is For the remainder of the day, actually, it didn't get all that warm today. It was mighty cold out there. Mighty, mighty cold. Mighty, 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 mighty cold. Anyway, did not get all that warm out there today, and it's not going to get a whole lot warmer tonight. It's going to get cold tonight, actually. Cloudy skies with low temperatures of 38 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for... Wait a minute, what happened there? And then for Saturday, today's Friday already? Yep, today's Friday. Saturday, November the 20th. We're going to have Saturday, November the 20th, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures of 61 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overcast skies with slight chances of rain overnight with low temperatures of 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable south to southeast at 5 miles per hour. And then for Sunday, November the 21st, cloudy skies early which will be becoming partly cloudy later on in the day. Slight chances of rain showers with high temperatures of 58 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies with a few passing clouds with low temperatures of 27 degrees Fahrenheit overnight, with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then for Monday, November the 22nd, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures of 47 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable southeast at about 5 miles per hour. And then for Tuesday, November the 23rd, mainly sunny skies, highs around 55 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit with a few passing clouds. Winds will be south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Did y'all see that last yank I done with my neck? Well, it popped something and I've got a ringing in my ear right now. Not a good thing for a spinal cord injury, dude, but hey, whatever. I just heard a little click and now I got a ringing in my ears. It'll go away, I'm sure it will. Anyway, for Wednesday, our final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Wednesday, November the 24th, cloudy skies with high temperatures of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Cloudy skies with a few showers later on at night. Low temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. And that, my friends, clears up your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Let's see, who was that to be brought to you by? How's about that mean? The Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet. That's right, Helping Hands Thrift Shop and Foster Care Closet is located at 508 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. They are a nifty, thrifty new store with all kinds of great goodies, great deals on great goodies in their store. They've got a plethora of wonderful items that you might find interesting. Secondhand stuff, cool, folks. And a lot of their prices are so low, like they're a buck. They're a buck, you know. So can't go wrong with that. So anyway, plus they are a giving store. That's right. They would like to give back to the community, and they're going to do that by having a toy drive for foster care children, starting on starting today at 10 a.m. through December 9th at 8 p.m. Now, the donations are accepted Mondays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. normal business hours. So bring those brand new toys for the foster kids in the area, and you will be blessed for it. You know, sometimes we forget how good we've got it, and just one of those things that you forget about. Well, it's one of those things that you should do. You should look into your heart, especially around this time of year, and think, wow, what if I were in that situation? Wouldn't it be nice to wake up on Christmas morning and have a brand new toy of my very own under the tree? Well, this is your chance right here to help someone's wish come true. So make your donations to Helping Hands Thrift Shop, located at 508 South 5th Street, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Brand new toys, please. All right, well, alrighty then. Hey, they're right there next to Dollar General on 5th Street. They're in that same little shopping plaza. All right? Alrighty then. Let's see what's going on in St. Charles. Well, our events coordinator would be, let's see, who is our events advertiser? You know who that is. Of course, it's Wake Up, Jamie's commercial. Go to sleep. That's right, Jamie O'Driscoll. She's the one. Seasonal wreaths by Jamie. Well, we've got the holidays coming up, and I tell you what, friends, no better way to find decorations for your home than to go to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. She can do it all. Yep, you just jump on her Facebook page and peruse her pictures of her products, and if you want something special, she can even do that too. Personals, yep, she can do that. Leave her a message on the page and she will get right back with you. Just remember that's Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook. Alright, here we go. Here's those events. Well, we're just going to do the one, St. Charles Christmas Traditions. That's right, St. Charles Christmas Traditions is going to take off on November 26th and run through December the 24th. That's right, opening day, November the 26th, will run from noon to 9 p.m. Wednesdays, they're open from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Fridays, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays, noon to 9 p.m. Sundays, noon to 5 p.m. And on Christmas Eve, December the 24th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Santa Claus has got to get on his way, don't you know? For nearly 5 years now, St. Charles Christmas Traditions has made the holiday spirit of the past come to life for the young and the young at heart. With a unique blend of storytelling history and fairy tale whimsy, guests are welcome into a world of Yuletide nostalgia, a fantasy where reindeer fly, sugar plums dance in your head, and an array of international ambassadors invite you to explore unique holiday customs from around the world. Discover a holiday festival for all of your senses. Experience the tastes of genuine hot roasted chestnuts from fresh from an open fire. Witness the pageantry of delegations of global Santa figures dressed in the cultural attire of their homeland. And listen to the timeless Christmas melodies sung by the Victorian carolers. Breathe in the aroma of the crisp pine greenery that festively trims the historical Main Street district as you feel the well-worn character of the centuries-old bricks and cobblestones under your feet on Main Street. We will proudly welcome you to explore the Yuletide magic of one of the kind festivals as we invite you to discover the wonder discover the memories, and discover why St. Charles is the place where Christmas past comes to life. Welcome to the St. Charles Christmas traditions. Alrighty then. Got a song for you, I guess. I guess it's one song. I can do a song. Just one though. It goes, song of the South, a sweet potato pie and I shut my mouth. Gone with the wind, there ain't nobody looking back again. Well, song of the South, a sweet potato pie and shut my mouth. Gone with the wind, there ain't nobody looking back again. Cotton on the roadside, cotton in the ditch. We all picked cotton, but we never got rich. Daddy was a veteran and a Southern Democrat. They ought to get rich. I mean, to vote like that. Sing it again. I said, song of the South, a sweet potato pie and shut my mouth. Said, song of the South. Ain't nobody looking back again. Yeehaw! Well, somebody told us Wall Street fell, but we were too poor that we couldn't tell. Cotton was short and the weeds were tall, but Mr. Roosevelt's gonna save us all. Well, Mama got sick and Daddy got down. The county got the farm, and so they moved to town. Papa got a job with the TVA. He bought a washing machine and then a Chevrolet. Yes, he did. He did. Yes, he did. Well, and it makes you feel good. You get together and you get in the cotton field and you get to home and you get to singing and then you feel so good. Calling moonshine. Everybody come on now, go sing. Song of the South, a sweet potato pie and shut my mouth. Gone with the wind, there ain't nobody looking back again. Song of the South, a sweet potato pie and I shut my mouth. Had I really read that through, I would have never sung that song. It's on the wrong side of my tracks, don't you know? Anytime the government wants to bail you out, you're in trouble. Sorry, just political information that you ought to know. Financial burdens on everybody, not just the one person that they bailed out, but everybody. Because everybody got to pay somebody else. Don't you know what I'm saying? Alright, anyway, that way let's go on in here and read a story for the kids. Alright, how about it, kids? How about you just run on into the living room and jump up on the couch, or maybe in the bedroom, up on the bed, wherever you rest your sleepy head. It's time for TV Grandpa. That's right, TV Grandpa Shenandoah is about to read you a bedtime story. Tonight's bedtime story is going to be In Search of the Magic Lake. 500 years ago, near Cuzco, the capital of the Incas, there lived a girl named Ampata, with her parents and two older brothers. Her family was poor and farmed the land as best they could to serve their emperor, the Sun King. Well alarmed, they learned that the health of the prince, who had been not well since birth, had worsened. The Sun King feared for the very life of his only son. Our only hope, sire, said the court magician, is for your son to drink the water from the magic lake at the end of the earth. That is where the sky dips so low that it touches the lake's water and changes it with a magical healing power. Well, the Sun King announced that whoever could bring him water from the magic lake at the end of the earth would be richly rewarded. To the Inca people, gold and jewelry were so abundant that they had no more value than a barrel of corn. It was land and the honor of joining the royal Inca family that was a far greater treasure. But to Amputea's two older brothers, it was the opportunity to serve their sun king that inspired them to beg their parents to allow them to go. We know we can find the magic lake, they insisted. Well, then the end of the earth is too far. The end of the earth is too far, said the father, crossing his arms, and the mother agreed, adding, panthers, boa constrictors, falls from rocky ledges. Who knows the dangers that could befall you? But our prince will die without water from the magic lake, they cried. We must try. Eventually the parents relented, and Amputea's brothers embarked on the journey. They traveled for months, trekking through endless mountain ranges, each time thinking the mountains they were climbing on must be the very last one on earth, and beyond it they would reach the magic lake. But this did not happen. One after another, climbing, yet another mountain they had hoped was the last one on earth, only to discover at its summit dozens more peaks in the distance. One of the brothers said, discouraged, "We're not going to find the magic lake." "I know," said the other brother, panting with exhaustion. "This is hopeless. What should we do? Look, the harvest is coming, and our parents need us back at the farm. Let's take some water from this mountain lake back to the prince. Who knows? We're far from Kuzo. Maybe the water will help cure him." Well, they had their doubts, but scooped the jar full of mountain lake water, sealed it, and presented it to Sun King at the castle. But when the court magician poured their water into his flask, it sizzled and evaporated in a flash. The court magician frowned. "My magic flask holds only water from the magic lake," said he. "This water is fake. Then the men are impostors." "How dare you try to trick the royal family?" bellowed the Sun King. "Throw them into prison." Well, now, news of the young men's fate spread throughout the land. Though her brothers languished in jail, Amputea held out hope, since at least they were still alive. "Well, absolutely not," said Amputea's parents. "What?" "Absolutely not," said Amputea's parents when she pleaded with them to allow her to go in search of the magic lake. "Too, we'll have no children left at home," they said. But Amputea implored them, saying that it was the only way to win her brother's release from prison. Besides, the Sun King's poor son was worse than ever and had slipped into a coma. His situation was desperate. At last her mother gave her a bag of toasted corn and nuts, and a llama to keep her company. Sighing, her parents bid their youngest child a farewell. On Amputea's first night, she snuggled into the warmth of her llama, but on the second night her sleep was shattered by the cry of a panther. She couldn't endanger her llama, and so she pointed the way back home for her pet and urged her to go, and go quickly. Well, that night Amputea climbed the trees and to spend the night safely out of harm's way. The crook of the tree trunk is hardly a comfortable bed, but Sleeping in the trees can bring unexpected benefits. The next morning, Apta watched Bemis, a pair of scarlet macaws, circling overhead. Those noisy, gorgeous, deep red parrots with white patches on their faces and splotches of blue and yellow on their wings. While she watched, she chewed some toasted corn and nuts, and when the macaws alighted on the next branch, she spread some treats for them too. Well, caw, caw, the macaws helped themselves to the treats. What is a human girl doing in the trees? Said the other bird. Caw, caw. These bright and engaging birds, more intelligent than most people realize, enjoy talking and interacting with others. Amphita told them her story of the prince and the prince's mysterious sickness, her brother's failed attempt to save him, and her determination to find the magic lake. You will never get there on your own, said one of the macaws. Caw! And then the two birds bobbed their heads and flew to the edge of the limb. After a few moments, one of them turned to her and said, We enjoyed your tasty treats, and we know how to help you. The macaws rubbed their backs against one another in a kind of dance. After 3 feathers fell, they picked them up and flew to Amphita. Said one macaw, setting the feathers in her lap, These 3 feathers have magic. Hold them together as a fan. They will take you wherever you want to go, and they will protect you from danger. She spread the feathers and tied the bottom of the fan with a ribbon of wool from her hair. I can never thank you enough, she said to the 2 macaws, holding the fan before her. She said, If you please, will you take me to the magic lake at the end of the earth? As if she were a feather herself, Amphita was lifted far above the trees and whisked to the mountains. Thousands of feet below her, the snow-topped peaks of the Andes Mountains, the world's longest mountain range, raced by, and Amphita nervously clutched her fan. At last she was lowered, even so gently, onto the very last peak, and her feet alighted. And there, before her, sparkled the magic lake, indeed, where the sky touched the water, and the water in the magic lake fizzled and sparkled. Amphita knew she had reached the end of the earth. She tucked the fan into her braided waistband. Suddenly, from the woods slithered a giant rattlesnake, many times larger than she, shaking its rattle and flicking its long red tongue. It seemed to fly towards her. Horrified, Amphita snatched the fan up from the face and closed her eyes, knowing that if it did not protect her, she was doomed. A loud clump. She lowered the fan to just above her nose, and was amazed to see the giant rattlesnake had collapsed on the ground, the rattle at the end of its tail teetering, pitched over. Hey, Craig, time for you to head in, all right? The next moment, a huge red scorpion, snapping its sharp front claws, surprised her from behind. It scampered towards her on its many legs so quickly that she barely had time to raise the fan, though as soon as she did, the sound of that rushing along the ground towards her stopped. The scorpion lay on its back as if sleeping. Its many legs waved in the air and then settled down to rest. Carefully stepping around the scorpion and the rattlesnake, Amputa headed to the shore of the magic lake. Suddenly, a low humming started behind her. Spinning around, she saw what looked like a low, dark cloud. Soon the humming became louder, and the dark cloud became bigger and darker. She realized with horror that a swarm of ferocious army ants was about to surround her. Quickly, she shot the fan in front of her face, not knowing if the feathers would protect her from so many ants coming from so many different directions. Yet, in the next few seconds, no ants bit her feet and climbed her legs. Trembling, she peeked through the feathers. The swarm of deadly army ants silently lay around her, dead. Amputa kept the fan in front of her face while she hurried to the magic lake, and with her other hand dipped the jar into the magic waters. As soon as the jar was filled and sealed shut, she gripped the fan and said right away, "Please take me to the castle of the Sun King." Well, the next moment she was facing the Sun King's castle and its walls of huge interlocking cut stones. While she announced she had brought water from the magic lake, the girl was ushered upstairs to the sick prince's room. Amputa gave the jar to the court magician, a looming man who regarded her suspiciously. But when he poured the water from the jar into the magic flask, it did not sizzle or disappear. He smiled and glanced at her with excitement. He dipped his fingers into the flask and let a few droplets fall onto the lips of the prince. The prince's pale-faced young prince, the sick man's lips parted, his tongue flickered out, and for a moment to taste the water, and then his eyes opened. Everyone in the royal bedroom cheered, and the prince smiled. "Drink this, your highness," said the court magician, handing him the flask with Amputa's water from the magic lake, and the prince took one long gulp and sat up. "I feel better," he said, and the color rushed back into his cheeks. The Sun King was overjoyed. "You did it," he exclaimed to Amputa. "You brought back water from the magic lake." She relayed her adventures and the Sun King was impressed. "You may live here and join the royal family," said he. "If you please, sir," said Amputa. "May I ask 3 favors instead?" "Of course, whatever you want. First, would you release my 2 brothers from prison? I am sure they are sorry for their mistake and would like nothing better than a second chance to serve you again." "Consider it done," said the Sun King. "What else?" "I'd like to return these 3 magic feathers to my friends, the Scarlet Macaws." Instantly, the fan pried itself free of her waistband, shot upward in the air, and quickly spun around and flew out an empty window. "It looks like that's taken care of too," smiled the Sun King. "What is your 3rd wish?" "Would you grant my parents large flocks of llama, Appalachians and Vicans, Apologans and Vigans, and enough land to herd them so that they will not be poor in their old age, so my brothers and I can take care of them?" "My dear girl, I'll gladly grant this on one condition." that you promised to visit us often at the castle as our treasured friend, since you chose not to join the Icon royal family at this time. As it turns out, years later, Ampata joined the royal family after all. From many visits with the prince, a close friendship deepened into love, and none were prouder and happier than the royal family, the royal wedding, and then Ampata's parents and her two older brothers. The end. There you go. There you have it. That was the In Search of the Magic Lake. That's your bedtime story, kids. God bless you. Grandpa loves you. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our next story. Okay. Good night. Love you. I would blow kisses, but I'm liable to mic my microphone around. Okay, there's that. Now it's time for the Daily Bread portion of the program. The Daily Bread portion of the program is brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in The Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Ezekiel 11 through 13 and James 1. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe to get your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, Daily Bread. Let's see. When you can't go on. When you can't go on, turn to Scripture's Lamentations 3:21 through 23 and get an insight to see what you can do to help you carry on. Let's take a look at Lamentations 3:21 through 23. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassion never fails. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. There you have it. Lamentations 3:21 through 23. When you feel lost at all, turn to Lamentations 3:21 through 23 and remember that God's love is with you all the time. He will never leave you nor forsake you. All right. Well, all righty then. Hey, that looks like the end of the Daily Bread portion of the program that was brought to you today by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That looks like the Shen Show in the nutshell. Got one more song for you, and that would be, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a. I said goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Alrighty, hey, that's it. That's all. Come on back and tune in tomorrow, and we'll check in and see if we can't get in some more stuff. All right. As always, thanks. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us tomorrow because, well, hey, we'll be here and we hope that you are too.